Lord, that you'll manifest once more your presence and your love.
主，我求你再一次的彰显你的同在和你的爱。
Let us understand a little bit more about this wonderful God that made this beautiful earth.
让我们能够更多的明白这位创造奇妙宇宙的主。
To learn to know who He is and how He works.
来学习他是谁，他是怎么样做工的。
And Lord, let your Spirit speak to hearts.
主，让你的圣灵对我们的心说话。
Because you are Spirit, and you're able to be with us,
因为你
and
是
with your
灵，
church at any place, at any time, all the time.
你能够跟你的教会在一起，不管是任何时候，随时都在一
And
起。
so, Father, I ask that you will, through your word, you will speak to us.
所以父，我求你借着你的话语来对我们说话，
Cause us to know your ways.
求你使我们认识你的道。
We just know our own ways,
我们只知道自己的道，
but we want to know your ways.
但是我们想要认识你的道
Because，when we know your ways, then we can better know you.
因为当我们认识了你的道，我们就能够更认识你。
And so, Lord, if we look into the life that you lived on earth,
所以主，当我们来看你在世上过的生
when you
活，
came to live with us,
当你来跟我们生活在一起的时候，
learn to know our world,
让我们学习去认识我们的世
learn
界，
to live our life,
也学习过我们的生活。
eat our food,
你吃了我们的食物，
walk with us in the everyday workings of life.
你在日常生活工作的每一天与我们同
You
行。
had a job,
你有工作，
you ran a business,
你有事业，
and yet you were only a visitor to our earth.
然而你在我们这世上只是访客，
The only visitor from outside space that ever came to this earth
是唯一来到这世上的外太空的访客，
and lived here.
而且住在这里。
But you were such a wonderful one.
但是你是何等奇妙
You
的一
did
位，
such extraordinary things.
你做了非常不寻常的事情。
At one minute it looked like you were just a man,
1分钟前你看起来像一个人，
eating and sleeping and walking and talking like everybody else.
吃饭睡觉就像其他的人一样。
And then,
然后
in another minute,
过了1分钟，
they just looked at you in amazement.
人们就非常惊奇地看着你。
Who is this man?
这个人是谁呀？
Who is this man?
这个人是谁呀？
And Lord, I ask you this evening that you let that question come into our hearts more and more.
主，今天晚上我恳求你，让这个问题越来越进到我们的心里。他是谁？
Such a wonderful one.
这么奇妙的一位，
So different from everybody else.
跟其他任何人都不一样。
Cause us to know who he is.
求你使我们认识他是谁，
Cause us to understand
使我们明白，
what an extraordinary thing happened when you came to this earth.
明白当你来到世上的时候，何等不寻常的
Open
事
our
情发生。
understanding.
求你开我们的心窍，
And let us realize that even though you are returned to your Father, yet you came back in spirit and can hear us when we talk to you.
让我们明白，虽然你回到你的父那里去，但是你的灵来到这里，是
And you
当我
watch
们讲话
over
的
us.
时候，你能够听到，而且你看顾着我们，
And watch over our lives.
你看顾着我们的生命，
But not as a spy,
但是不是像间谍一样，
as a father.
而是像父亲一样，
In grace and love and mercy.
带着爱跟怜悯恩典。
So cause us to know you, Lord.
所以主，求你使我们
To
认
know
识
your
你，
ways.
认识你的道。
I ask in Jesus' name.
我奉耶稣的名求。
Well, we looked last week at this centurion that had such great faith.
我们上礼拜看了那位有很大信心的百夫长，
And he came to Jesus.
他到耶稣的面前来。
That's a good place to come when things go wrong.
当事情出了差错的时候，能够到那个地方
In
是很
fact,
好
it's not
的。
a bad place to come when things go right.
当事情进行的顺利了，去那个地方也不错。
But when this man's servant was sick, he came to Jesus.
但是当这个人的仆人病的时候，他就到耶稣的面前。
And there's lots of wonderful things in that story.
在那故事里面有很多奇妙的事情。
One thing I think is extraordinary that though he was a wealthy man,
我想其中有一点很不寻常的，就是
And a
虽然他是一个
very proud man.
很有钱的人，是很骄傲的人，
being high in the military,
他在军队里面有高的职位，
yet he really cared for his servant.
然而他真正关心他的仆人。
And he went all the way to see Jesus just for his servant.
他大老远的去找耶稣，只为了他的
And
仆
he
人。
had this amazing faith,
他有这么惊人的信心，
but he didn't use it for himself.
但是他不是为自己
He
用
wasn't
的，
trying to get anything from God.
他不是自己试着要从神得着任何东
He
西，
went for his friend.
他是为他的朋友去的。
A servant, a slave that some way had found his way into the affection of his master.
这位仆人或说奴隶，他得着了主人
And
的
he cared
感
enough
情，
for him to go find Jesus to try and find some help for him.
所以这位主人是这么的在乎仆人，所以就到耶稣那里去，想要帮助他。
And even though he wasn't, at that time, he wasn't what we would call a Christian, he wasn't a church member,
虽然当时他不是我们所称的基督徒，或说教会的会友，
but Jesus heard him anyway.
但是不管怎么样，耶稣还是垂听了
And
他。
I think one reason he did
我想他垂听的原因的
was not
之
only
一
he had
是，
such amazing faith,
不是因为这个百夫长的信心是这么的惊人，
but he came for somebody else.
而是他是为别人来的。
He was a caring person.
他是一个关怀的人，
He was a person with compassion in spite of the fact he was a soldier.
虽然他是个军人，但是他还是充满了怜悯。
And Jesus was very compassionate.
耶稣也是很有怜悯的，
And so he recognized this in this officer of the army.
所以耶稣就在这位军队的官的身上看到了这一点。
But tonight we're going to look at the next story.
今天晚上我们要来看下一个故事，
It's in Matthew.
在马太福音，
And we're looking to find out who this God is that we're worshiping
我们要来找的就是看我们所拜的这位神是谁，
through the things that he did when he was here.
借着他在世上所做的事情。
So we're going to read chapter 8 of Matthew,
我们要来读马太福音第8章，
verse 23
从第23节开始。
to verse 26, including 26.
23节，我们一直看到第26节。耶稣上了船，门徒跟着他，海里忽然起了暴风，甚至船被波浪掩盖，耶稣却睡着了。门徒来叫醒了他，说：“主啊，救我们，我们丧命了。”耶稣说：“你们这小信的人呐，为什么胆怯呢？”于是起来斥责风和海，风和海就大大的平静了。
Now, as I said before,
我以前说过，
this Jesus was the most extraordinary person.
这位耶稣是非常不寻常的人，
People didn't know it,
人们不知道的。
but it was God himself, the Son of God, came and lived in a human body, so to, shall I say, as a masquerade, shall I say, as a way of covering himself so they wouldn't know who he was.
就像是神，就是神自己，他来了，他活在人的身体里面，就好像是一个面具，或者说是一个遮盖，让人们不会知道他是谁。
Several times in history,
在历史上有过几次，
a time or two in China, I understand,
据我所知，在中国也有过1、2次，
the emperors have dressed in just servant clothes
皇帝也穿上了仆人的衣服，
and gone out and talked with people
就出去跟人们谈话，
just to see what people are doing and saying.
单单就是要来看人们在做什么，在说什么。
And more than once, kings have done that.
不止一次，王做过这样的事情，
So they're not always listening to their counselor, but want to go out and hear what they're saying out there.
所以他们不会总是听自己的谋士讲的话，而是会到外面去看那些人到底在说些什么。
Well, of course, they have to do that in a masquerade.
当然，他们这样出去的时候必须
They
是
have to
伪
do that
装
all
的，
covered up so they won't know who they are.
必须都把自己给遮盖起来了，好让别人认不出他们是谁。
And Jesus didn't come as the Lord of glory.
耶稣来的时候，并不是像荣耀的主来
He
的，
came in a human body.
他来带着人的身体来的。
We all have a spirit,
我们都有灵，
but that body had a different spirit in it. He had the spirit of the Son of God.
但是那个身体有一个不同的灵，就是有神儿子的灵，
And he proved it.
而且他证明了。
But it's the most extraordinary thing, really,
但是这是非常不寻常的事情，
because it wasn't an ordinary king, it wasn't an ordinary emperor.
因为这一位不是普通的王，也不是普通的皇帝，
This one was from another world.
这一位是从另外一个世界来的。
We like to think of people coming from other world.
我们会喜欢想有人从别的世界来，
You probably have all seen pictures of some kind of Martians.
你们或许都会看过有一些这样子的图
as
画，
some artists tried to imagine it,
就是有一些艺术家去想象的，
or some Superman that came from some other planet
或说有一些超人从其他的星球来的，
and had special powers
他们有特别的能力，
and could do special things.
能够做特别的事情。
We all like to think of things like that
我们都喜欢想象这类的
in our
东西，
imaginations.
在我们的想象中。
But this time it wasn't imagination, it
但
was
这一
real.
次不是想象的，是真的。
And it would do different things all of a sudden.
他会忽然间做一些不同的事情，
And this is one of those times.
这就是这样子的时候。
These people were fishermen,
那些人是渔夫，
and they were used to being on the sea.
他们很习惯在海上。
And in that particular sea, actually it's a lake, but it's a very big lake.
其实那个海是一个很大的，是一个
So they
湖，是
call
很
it
大的湖
a，sea.
所以他们把那称为海。
And it's situated in a place,
那个海在某一个地方，
actually it's one of the lowest places on earth.
事实上是世界最低的地方之一。
It's in the Lake of Galilee.
那是在加利利海、加利利湖。
I remember driving away from the ocean,
我记得曾经开车离开海，
going towards Galilee,
朝着加利利去。
and I was up in the mountains,
我那个时候在山上，
and several meters above the ocean,
在海面上几公尺。
and we started down, and we looked down into the valley. Way down there was a lake shimmering way off.
我们
Maybe
我们往下看，看到那个地方往下很低的地方，哦，在谷里面有一个湖，
20, 30 miles.
差不多离我们有
And way
20-30
down
里
below
面
us.
而且在我们下面很低的
And I
地
was
方，
driving along on this mountain, slowly going down,
我们在山上开始渐渐的往下走。
and I passed the most extraordinary sign.
我经过了一个非常
I
特别的标志，我就停下来
It
了
took。me a while to understand what it meant.
我过了一会儿才明白那个标志
There
上
was
写的
up
是
on
什
the
么意
mountains.
思。因为我们那时候在山上，
There was a lake below me.
下面是一个湖
There，was a sign that said sea level.
这个牌子就写着海平面，
Yeah, sea level.
海平面，
What do you mean sea level?
海平面这什么意思
Well,
啊？
here we're up in the mountains, and here's this lake over here.
我们在山上啊，下面是海啊。
It took me quite a while to realize
我过了好一阵子才
that
明白
lake，was way below sea level.
那个湖在海平面下面很远很远的地方。
The mountains were between that lake and the sea. That lake and the ocean.
那个山是在海跟那湖之间的，
So it was way down there.
所以是在下面很低的地方。
If I remember right, about 1,000 feet.
如果我记得对的话，差不多
We had
1000
quite a
尺。
ways to go down before we reached it.
我们要到那边还走了好长一段路，
And because of that,
因为这样子，
winds come out of the ocean, come over the mountain range,
风来了，从海上来，越过了山系，
and then here's this big valley way down.
然后有一个很低的
And
谷
it
在
comes
下
over,
面，
and just like when you go down here, zoom,
所以就风就像你要往下走上一样，会这样有很大
and
的
some
风。
pretty heavy winds can come just all of a sudden when the winds change and come instead of from the shore to the sea, from the sea to the shore, and comes over that mountaintop and rushes down.
风有很可能突然间一下就来了，从岸边到海上，从海上又到了岸边，然后冲过了那个山往下走了。
And in 15, 20 minutes, that lake can get very stormy, big waves.
15分钟、20分钟内，那个海面上就会起了很大的风浪。
I know because I've seen it.
我知道，因为我看见过
And，it gets real stormy.
会变得风浪大作。
And so that's what happened.
所以这就是那时候发生的事情。
There's a great tempest,
有一个很大的暴风浪起了，
and he must have been very tired,
耶稣那个时候一定很累，
and he must have been very calm.
他一定是非常非常的安静，
He wasn't stressed out
他没有在这个地方让他觉得说非常的有压力。
because imagine being in a storm in the ocean, in a small sea actually,
你想想看，如果在
the
海
boat
上，
pitching about every way,
如果起了一个风浪，然后这个船
waves
到
coming
处
over the boat,
到处船一直在那边摇晃
drenching
着
everything,
啊，那个浪打到了船里面，让一切东西都湿掉了，
and he's asleep.
而他却睡着了。
I couldn't sleep like that, could you?
如果是你的话，在那样的情况下，你睡不了的，对不对？
The disciple, those with him, they were scared.
那些跟他在一起的人都很害怕，
They were fishermen.
他们是渔夫，
But this was an extra bad wind.
但是这个风是坏的不得了的。
And they were thinking, I can't swim out of this one.
他们在想说，这样子的风，我一定游泳都游不出去了。
And they keep looking at Jesus and
他们就不断的看耶稣，
he's sleeping.
他却在睡觉。
And the waves and the waves and tossing and the wind whistling and sleeping.
而风浪却不断的打的，不断的摇晃的，耶稣却睡着了。
Well, they held it as long as they could.
他们就在那边尽
And
量
then
的
they went
忍
and
耐
woke，him up.
然后呢，就去把耶稣叫醒。
Lord, save us.
主啊，救我们！
Well, at least they went the right place, didn't they?
至少他们去了对的地方。
In a storm like that, that's about the only thing you can do unless you want to swim a long swim.
在暴风雨中，那是你所能够做的最好的事情，除非你想要有一个很长的游泳。
And the lake is 8 miles across,
那个湖它是8
about
里，
20 miles long.
它可以横过来是8里，
And they're
然后
out
长度
into
是
it.
20里。
So that's going to be a long swim.
他们正在当中，所以如果要游泳的话，要游很长。
I don't know if they had any idea how he would save them.
我不晓得他们知不知道耶稣要怎么样来救他们。
I mean, what could one man do?
一个人能做什么呢？
There were 12 of them and they couldn't do anything.
门徒有12个人，什么办法都没有。
And it's a very interesting situation that they even thought he could do something about it.
那情况很有意思，就是他们想说耶稣对这个情况有办法，
But they had seen him do so many wonderful things, they thought, well, maybe he can save us.
他们看过耶稣行很多奇妙的事情，就想或许这次耶稣能
But
够
what
救
he
我
did
们。
was more wonderful than they expected.
但是耶稣所做的比他们所期待的更奇妙。
That wind had a power of evil behind it.
那个风背后有一个邪恶的势力。
Scriptures say that the devil is the prince and the power of the air.
圣经有讲到说，魔鬼是在空中执政掌权的，
He wanted to kill these people.
他想要杀死这些人，
He wanted to put the whole boat on the bottom of the sea
他想要让整只船都沉到海底去。
because Jesus was on board.
因为耶稣正在船上，
And here's a chance to get rid of all of them.
他这时候有机会能够把这些人全部都除掉，
So he took advantage of the natural situations.
所以他就利用了这个天然的情况。
Almost every afternoon there's a wind comes up, sometimes more, sometimes less.
几乎每天下午都会有风起来了，
But
有
these
时候
were
比较厉害，有时候
experienced
比较轻。
fishermen.
但是这些是很老
They'd
练的
been on
渔
that
夫，
lake all their life.
他们一生都在那个湖面
And
上，
they were scared.
他们都害怕了，
So it must have been a pretty heavy storm.
所以那个风一定非常厉害。
And what's he going to do?
那他要怎么办呢？
And he got up
他起来，
and looked around and saw this storm
到处看看，看到这个暴风浪，
and did a strange thing.
他做了很奇怪的事情，
He rebuked the wind.
他斥责风。
Now you don't rebuke things that aren't animate.
不是动物类的东西，没有生命的东西，
You can
你不会去
rebuke a
斥责它
person.。
你可能去斥责一个
A
人，
mother can rebuke her child.
做妈妈的可以去斥责孩子，
A man can rebuke his employee.
人能够斥责他的手下，
But he rebuked the wind.
但是他斥责风。
He recognized there's an evil person behind it.
他察觉在这背后有一个邪恶的势力，
So he rebuked it.
所以他就斥责了。
It doesn't tell us what he said.
这里没有告诉我们他说了什么。
I can understand the tone of his voice when you rebuke somebody.
我可以想象，当你斥责一个人的时候，你的声音是什么样子的
It
语调？
wasn't nice and kindly and saying, well, how do you do, mister?
不是很好的、很和善的说，某某先生你好吗？
It wasn't sweet and honey how a man greets his novia, his girlfriend.
也不是像一个人跟他女朋友打招呼的时候是非常甜蜜的，
But it was a rebuke.
而是一个斥责。
Now, how can the wind hear you when you talk, when it's making all the noise?
当你讲话，而且旁边有很多噪音的时候，风怎么可能听见你呢？
And another question, where does the wind have its ears?
另外一个问题，风哪里有耳朵呢？
I know where mine are. I can see yours, some of you.
我可以看到，我知道我有耳朵，我也看到你们的有些人的耳
Some I don't
朵。
know what's under the hair.
有些人我不晓得你头发下是什么东西。
He talked to the wind.
但是他对风讲话，
And he told it what to do.
告诉风要做什么，
And he rebuked it for behaving itself like that.
而且他斥责风有那样子的行为，
And told it, shut up and be still.
叫他闭嘴，安静下来，
And it's all stopped.
一切都停止了。
Right in the middle of its blow.
就在吹的当中，
Stopped.
停止了。
Well, now, after the stormy wind stopped, the waves don't stop. They've been pushed, and they'll be going for quite a while.
当风停止的话，通常浪不会马上停止，还
If
会
the wind stops, the water keeps going.
再进行一阵子。即使风停止了，水还是会在动的。
But he looked down at the water and says, be still.
但是他看着海说静止了，
And it stopped.
海也停下来了。
Those men looked at him.
这些人看着他，
They didn't know what to say.
不晓得要说什么。
And they finally said this.
他们终于说了这样子的话，
They marveled.
众人都
What
稀奇，
manner of man is this?
说这是怎样的人啊？
Who is this?
这是谁呀、
Who is he?
他是谁？
The winds obey him.
风也听从了他，
The oceans obey him.
海也听从了他。
Who is he?
他是谁？
They wouldn't obey the emperor of China.
他们不会听中国皇帝的话
They
的，
just blow all the harder.
他们会吹得更厉害的。
They wouldn't listen to the president of the United States.
他们也不会听美国总统的话的，
They just laugh.
他们只会笑
The。waves would dance more.
风会更在那边跳舞。
Who is he?
他是谁呀、
And they marveled.
他们都惊奇。
He wasn't just a carpenter.
他不是只是一个木匠而已，
He wasn't just a friend.
他也不是只是一位朋友。
Who was he?
他是谁？
Who is he?
他是谁？
You see, he came to earth all right,
是的，他来到世上，
and he lived like anybody else.
他过的生活像任何人一样，
He was sleeping
他在睡觉，
like anybody else.
就跟其他的人一样。
Well, not quite.
不太一样。
Anybody else wouldn't sleep when they're getting half drowned with the wind and rain.
任何人在风浪中
The
已经
waves.
快要淹死的时候是不会睡觉的，
But he could sleep like anybody else.
但是他能够像其他的人一样睡觉，
And he could walk and talk and at times get tired and all those things.
他能够走路讲话也会累，这一类的
But
事情。
he could talk to the wind, and the wind would hear him, and the wind would do what he told it to.
但是他能够跟风讲话，风会听他的，而且会照着他所说的做。
Now, how is that?
这个怎么样呢？
And the water.
还有水，
You're told to be still, and it just like a smooth as a linoleum floor in your kitchen.
他叫水静下来，水就静止了，就像是你厨房里面的地板一样的平，
Nice and glossy.
是很好的，是很亮光的。
How could he do it?
他是怎么样能够做到的呢？
And even if we know he was God, they weren't sure at that time. It's all pretty new for them.
即使我们知道他是神，但是在那个时候对他们来讲，
We know
他不知道
God
他们
in
知道很新。我们知道那是神在
But
肉
even if we
身中，
know that,
我们知道
how did he do it?
他怎么做的呢？
I still don't know.
我还是不晓得。
But he was working with higher powers that we know anything about.
但是他是带着很高的能力在做工，而这个能力是我们一无所
He
知
was
的。
living in a dimension that we don't know anything about.
他活在一个领域里面，我们对那个领域一无所知。
He had a relationship with something that we don't know anything about.
他跟某些东西有关系，是我们一无所知的。
He could talk to nature.
他能够对大自然说话。
Another time he talked to the fishes
还有另外一次，他对鱼说话，
and told them to go over there and get in Peter's net.
告诉他们去那里到彼得的网子里去。
But how could he do it?
可是他是怎么能够这样做呢？
He was more than just a man.
他不只是一个人而已，
He was more than just a man.
他 不只是一个普通的人，
He was fully man.
他是完全的人，
He wasn't a spirit.
他不是个灵，
He would walk, he would eat, he would drink.
他会走路，他会吃
He
饭，
would go through
他
all
会
the things that we humans
喝
go
东西
through.
他会有我们人所做的一切的事
But he
情，
was more than a man.
但是他远超过人。
And the disciples had already begun to suspicion this.
门徒早就开始起疑心了。
When they saw him heal the leper,
当他们看到耶稣医好麻风病人，
and when they saw him heal that centurion's servant when he was way off someplace,
当他们看到百夫长的仆人还在远处，耶稣就医好了他。
they knew it was certainly wasn't ordinary.
他们知道，当然耶稣不是普通人，
But this experience,
但是这个经历
more than any other experience,
远超过其他任何的经历，
left them with their mouths hanging open,
让他们的嘴巴张得大大的，
stunned,
目瞪口呆，
marveling.
非常的吃惊。
And what are you going to do? What are you going to say?
我们要做什么呢？
How
要
did he
说什么
do
呢？
it?
他是怎么做成的
Who
呢
is？he?
他是
How
谁？
can he?
他怎么能够做到呢？
He's flesh, he's
他
blood,
是肉啊，他
he's
有
just
血啊
normal.
他是正常人啊。
How? They never did answer it.
他们没有答案。
But one day when he was talking, he said, "Who do people say I am?"
但是有一天他在跟他们讲话说：“人说我是谁呢
Peter said, "I know who you are. ？”
彼得说：“
是
我知道你是谁
是，
你知道啊，
You're the Messiah. You're the Son of the Most High God."
你是弥赛亚，你是永生神的，你至高神的儿子。”
He began to understand who he was.
他开始明白耶稣是谁了。
He was well hidden.
他藏得很好，
Only one time he kind of opened himself up on the Mount of Transfiguration. It's like he took and opened it all up and then closed it again.
只有一次在变相山上，他好像是把他的衣服就这样给
And
揭
they
开来了，
saw
敞开来了，然后又再盖起来。
Glory, a radiance, a power, a something that just knocked him out.
他们那些门徒看到了一个能力，看到了光，就把他们通通给
Just
击
like
倒
they
了，
fell asleep.
就像是睡着了一
In
样
fact,。they thought they fell asleep, but you can't fall asleep when something like that's going on.
他们以为自己睡着了，但是像那样的事情在进行的时候，你是不可能睡着的。
And they began to realize
他们开始体认到，
this is not just a man.
这不是只是一个人而
This
已，
is not even a Superman.
这甚至不是超
This is
人，
not a Martian.
不是从土星来的、火星来的。
Who is he?
他是谁？
He's the Son of God.
他是神的儿子。
How could he talk to nature?
他怎么可能跟大自然说话呢？
Not even a Martian could do that.
甚至火星人都不可能这样做，
Unless he was the one that made it.
除非那是他造的。
He made it all.
他创造一
He
切，
knew everything about it.
他知道这个的一切，
He knew how to give it orders.
他知道怎么样下
He
命
knew
令，
how to tell it where to stop and where to start.
他知道告诉东西什么时候开始，什么时候结束。
I remember when I was in Argentina
我记得当我在阿根廷的时候，
and I was in Buenos Aires,
我在布宜诺斯艾利斯
principal city,
是那边的首都，
and we were having some meetings here, and God was blessing.
我们在那里有一些聚会，神有祝福。
And then I read the paper.
然后我读到报纸，
They had a tornado.
他们有龙卷风，
Went right down the street where my wife and family were living, right down that street.
那个风就席卷了我太太还有我的家人所住的地方，那条街上。
I thought I'd better go home and tend to things.
我想我最好回家去料理一下
But。no, I said no. I'm not through here yet.
我说不，我在这里
I'll
还没
just
做
stay
完
and，finish.
我就留在这里做完，
So I waited till Sunday night service was over.
所以我就等到主日晚上的聚会
I
结
took the
束，
bus,
我就坐公车
went back home.
回到家里。
Sure enough, there was a tornado.
确实那里是有了
Came
龙卷
roaring
风，
down the street, pulled out trees and houses, then came to our house, skipped over it, and hit the next house.
那个龙卷风席卷来的时候，把树也拉起来，把房子也拉起来。但是到了我们家那个房子的时候，就跳过去，然后就又打到了下一个房子。
And their house exploded.
隔壁的房子就这样
Everything
爆
went
炸了，
everywhere.
东西都到处乱
They
飘
lived。with us for 2-3 months.
所以我们的邻居就跟我们住在一起2-3个月。
God knows how to tell the winds what to do.
神知道怎么样告诉风要做什么事情。
Because He's God.
因为他是神，
He made it.
这是他造的，
He orders it.
是他命令的。
He tells it this far and no farther.
他说就到此为止，不可
He
以再
gives
进
it
一步
orders.
他下
I
命
don't
令，
know how the wind can hear.
我不晓得风是怎么样能够听的，
Maybe some angel does it. I don't know.
或许是有的是天使在做的，我不知道。
But I do know it obeys Him.
但是我确实知道风都听从了他。
And there's many such times it obeys Him.
有像这样子听从他的时候有很多次，
Nature obeys Him.
大自然服从了他，
Because He's God.
因为他是神。
And when He gives an order, it just happens.
当他下命令的时候，事情就是会发生。
He gave a strange order with the children of Israel in Egypt.
当以色列百姓在埃及的时候，他下了一个很奇怪的命令，
I don't know how He did it.
我不晓得他是怎么做的
But，He drew a line.
但是他画了一条界限，
And for 3 days,
有3天的时间，
it was dark on one side of this line
在这个线的一边是黑的，
and light on the other side.
而在另外一边却是光明的。
Right down through the middle of Egypt, all that big country.
就在埃及的一半当中，在那个国家的
It
中
was
间，
dark, pitch dark with Egyptians.
埃及人那边是黑暗，一片漆黑，
And the children of God had light in all their dwellings.
而神的百姓在他们所有居住的地方都有光。
Now, how can you do that?
这个你要怎么样做得到呢？
He had one giant window shade, didn't he?
他有一个很大的窗扇，
He can even control the light and tell it where to go and where not to go.
他甚至能够控制光，告诉光要去哪里，不去哪里。
And they began to realize
他们开始体认到了，
this person
这个人
is not an ordinary mortal.
不是普通的会死的人。
The only one that can tell nature what to do is the one that made it, the Creator.
能够告诉大自然要做什么的，就只有创造大自然的，
He's God.
他是神，
He's God.
是神，
He's come down to be with us.
他降临要跟我们在一
And
起，
He looks like we do.
他看起来像我
And
们一
He
样，
talks just like we do, except He has some strange things to say.
他讲话讲的就跟我们一样，除了他讲了一些很奇怪
But
的话
He's，not mortal.
但他不是会死的。
And you see, Jesus was showing them that.
耶稣在跟他们显明这一点，
He said, I want you to know who God is.
他说：“我要你们知道神是谁。
God is not only tender and merciful and gracious,
神不只是温柔怜悯的、
but He is a
恩慈的，
high and powerful king over everything.
而且他是至高、是大有能力的王，掌管一切。”
This morning, Sam was speaking about crowning Jesus king.
今天早上，先米牧师有讲到说，给耶稣加冠，让他做王，
Because He's king of everything.
因为他是一切的王。
And therefore,
因此，
you see, when it comes to the cross and when it comes to our salvation,
讲到十字架还有我们的救恩，
we know it's sure
我们确实的知道，
because it wasn't just an ordinary man on the cross. There's lots of men who've been crucified.
因为在十字架上的不是一个普通人，在十字架上被钉死的人很多，
But it was Jesus, the king,
而是耶稣王，
the creator,
是创造主，
the Lord
是
of
主，
everything,
是一切的主，
the one that can control all nature by just a word.
是用一句话就掌管了一切
He
大自
didn't have
然
to go
的。
through some mumble jumble, like some witch doctor.
他不必像一些巫医经过一些仪式，
He didn't have to get some kind of herbs or some kind of leaves or some kind of bones or some kind of frog bones.
他不必去找某种的草药，还是叶子，或者是某种的什么样的东西的骨头，
Or find a tiger tooth
或是去找老虎的牙齿，
and wave them in the air and dance around it.
在空中这样子摇一摇，然后在那边周围跳舞。
He just spoke it, told
他
us
只
what
要
to do.
讲一句话就做成了，
And it did it.
就成了。
And He was the one that came to work out our salvation.
而做成我们救恩的就是他。
In other words, the redemption of man, the salvation of our souls, is in the hands of a mighty being that can do what He set out to do.
换句话说，我们的救赎，我们的得救，是在一位大有能力的主，他所说的事情就必能成就。
It wasn't some weak person that we have to kind of psych ourselves into believing.
而不是在于一位很软弱的人，好像我们要拼命的激动自己，才能够使自己相信的。
With some mystic sort of self-hypnotizing.
而也不是用某种好像很神秘的自我催眠。
No, we're talking about realities.
不是，我们讲的是真实。
Just as real as when he spoke that word and the wind stopped immediately.
这真实就像他对风浪说话的时候，风浪马上就止住了。
And even the waves laid down and went to sleep.
甚至海浪也停下来去睡觉了。
And time after time,
一次又一次，
he would show his power.
他会显明他的能力。
Last Sunday night, we looked at how he sent a word, and this man got up, was healed already.
上礼拜天晚上我们讲到说他怎么样讲一句话，然后那个人就马上起来得了医治。
They didn't have any telegraph lines.
他们那里也没有电报线，
No telephones.
也没有电话。
He didn't send somebody with a message.
他也没有派一个人去传
He
着信
just
息，
spoke it, that's all.
他只有讲出来，就只有这样子，
And immediately he was healed.
立刻那个人就得了医治。
And little by little they begin to realize this is not an ordinary man.
渐渐的，他们开始明白，这不是一位普通的人，
This is who he said he is.
这位就是他所说的那一位。
Because if anybody said that he was the son of the Most High God, he was the son of the Creator, you say he's loco.
因为若有人说自己是至高神的儿子，是创造主的儿子，一定会以为这个人是疯子的。
He can't. He's just somebody that's just chiflado, we say.
我们会以为说这个人讲他只是在自夸而已，
We wouldn't believe him.
我们不会相信他。
And he claimed to be the Son of God.
而他却宣称自己是神的儿子。
And to make a claim like that, people say he's not only crazy, but he's a liar.
人们讲的更明白点，就是说他不只是疯子，而且他是说谎的。
He didn't come from heaven. He claimed he did.
他不是从天上来的，虽然他宣称自己
He
是，
claimed that his father was God.
他宣称他的父亲是神。
And I came down from my father because he sent me.
我从我父那里降下来，因为他差遣了我。
Big liar.
他是一个很大的说谎者。
But how could a liar tell the wind what to do?
但是一个说谎者怎么可能告诉风要做什么呢？
And it did it.
而且也做成了。
And how can he send a word to somebody going to be healed and they're healed?
他怎么能够讲一句话叫别人得医治，那个人就得医治了呢？
And how can he just touch a leper and all the leprosy disappears?
他怎么可能只要摸麻风病人一下，所有的麻风就马上消失呢？
Maybe he's not a liar.
等一等，或许他不是说
Maybe
谎
we are
的，
the liars.
或许说谎的是我们，
Maybe he's not crazy.
或许他不是疯子，
Maybe we are the crazy ones.
或许疯了的是我们，
Because he can prove some things we can't.
因为他能够证明一些事情是我们所不能的，
We can't do those kind of things.
那种事情是我们没有办法做的，
There's no way we can do it.
我们没有任何的方式能够做。
I know.
我知道的，
Because I tried.
因为我试过。
I tried real hard one time.
有一次我真的很努力的试着，
I was only 15 years of age.
那个时候我只有15岁，
And I hadn't been saved very long.
那个时候我得救不久。
And I heard a preacher preach a sermon
我听到有一个牧师讲了一讲
about
道，
faith.
他讲到信心。
And if you have faith the size of a grain of mustard seed, you could tell the mountains to move and they would move.
你若有信心像芥菜种一样大小的话，那么你就可以告诉山要移动，山就会移动。
Well, I'd just been converted and been filled with the Holy Spirit and could speak in tongues.
我那个时候才刚刚回转，被圣灵充满，能够讲方言，
So I knew I had more faith than that.
所以我想，我的信心一定比那个还要多。
And then the preacher said, you have to exercise your faith.
然后牧师告诉我说，你一定要去操练你的信心。
Well, as a 15-year-old boy, I knew about exercising, get your muscles strong.
身为一个15岁的男孩子，我知道什么样叫做操练，怎么样去运
So I
动，
could
让你的
figure
肌肉变得很强壮。
I'll have to exercise my faith.
所以我想，好，我一定要去操练一下我的信心。
And on my way home,
我在回家的路上，
I think, now how am I going to do it?
我想，那我要怎么样来操练呢？
No, I'd like to move a mountain or two.
我想要来移一两座山，
But where we lived, there wasn't any mountains.
可是我们住的地方没有任何山呢。
Out in back of our barn, we had a grove of oak trees.
在我们的后院有一丛的橡树，
I'll just move a couple trees.
那我就移两三棵树好了。
Now, I was very serious. I was very sincere.
我那个时候非常的认真，我是很诚恳的，
I've been inspired by that sermon.
因为牧师讲的那个道非常的
But I
鼓励
exercised my faith.
我要去操练我的信心。
So after I got home, I went out in the barn and
所以我回家之后，我就到了
I
后面的
got
谷
in the
仓，
hay and I prayed up a storm.
然后我就在草堆里面就
But I
祷告，
talked
一直
and
祷
talked
告，
real fast.
我就讲话讲得非常非常快，
Well, I found I was really going good.
然后我觉得真的进行的不错了，
I kept on talking.
我就继续不断的讲话，
I went out and walked up to a tree.
然后我就走出去，走到一棵树的面前。
It wasn't too big. I didn't try on the big ones.
那棵树没有很大，我没有试用大树来做实验。
And I just crept up to it, and that poor little innocent, it wasn't suspicious. It just stayed there nice. And
我
I
就走
walked
到
up
那
and
棵
I
无
got
辜
right
的
to place
树
it.
前
In the
面，
name of Jesus, move!
我就说奉耶稣的名，你要动。
And it didn't.
它没有动，
It just sat there.
它就是停在那里，
Not even a leaf fell off.
甚至连一片叶子都没有掉下来。
I thought it'd go zoom away.
我以为那个树会一下子的就跑走
I
了，
forgot to tell it where to go to.
我忘了告诉树要往哪里去。
Maybe that's why it didn't go.
或许这就是树没有移动的原因吧。
But you know, I was so surprised.
你知道我那时候好惊讶，
I really expected it just to zoom out of there.
我真的期待的树会马上
I
就会移
really
动，
did.
我真的是这样子以
I
为
had。so psyched myself that I thought, man, tree is going to get out of here right now.
我那个时候自己都已经很兴奋了，以为树马上就会起来的，
But it didn't.
但是它没有。
I had me a hard time after that.
在那个之后，我觉得很想不通。
There I tried to work a miracle, but there wasn't any miracle.
我在那里试着要行一个神迹，但是一个神迹都
Nothing
没有，
happened.
没有事情发生。
Read the Bible. What happened? What went wrong?
我就读圣经，到底是哪里出了差错
Of
呢？
course, I made
当
a
然。
big mistake.
我犯了一个很大的错。
The Bible says you can move mountains. It didn't say trees.
圣经告诉你是移山，没有叫你去移树，
That was my problem.
那就是我的问题了。
Oh, I felt a lot better.
啊，我觉得好过多
A
了，
lot better.
好过多了。
About 3-4 months after that,
在那个之后，过了3-4个月，
I was out plowing.
我在外面耕田，
By then it was pretty cold.
那个时候天气很冷呢，
It was about November.
差不多是11月。那里坐在耕耘机上面，
And
我
I
很
saw a
冷，
rainstorm coming
我看到
right
有
towards me.
云雨就
I was
从那
cold
边
enough already
朝着我
without
那
getting
边
soaked
来了。
and make it a lot worse.
我已经很冷了，如果要再淋湿的话，会更糟糕。
And then I thought about Elijah
哦，我想到以利亚，
and the rains
还有雨，
and how he stopped the rains and how he started the rains.
他怎么样把雨停住了，后来又让
And
下
now we're
来
on Bible territory.
啊！我说好，现在这个是照着圣经讲的。
So while the wind blew that cloud my way, I was
所以当
praying hard.
风把那一片云渐渐的吹过来时，我在那
I
里
was
拼命
speaking in
祷告，
tongues hard.
我在拼命的用方言祷告。
When I got about the right place, it started to wet me.
当那个云已经到了快要让我
I
会
looked
淋
up
湿的
those
地
clouds.
方，
Oh, ye clouds, in the name of Jesus, hold your waters.
我就说哈，云啊，奉耶稣的名，你水不要降下来。
They didn't. They just soaked me.
他们没有听我的，就把我淋得全身都湿透了。
I mean, if you don't believe, go try to work a miracle.
你试试看，去行个神迹好了。
How could he do it?
他是怎么做的呢？
How could he tell the winds what to do?
他是怎么样告诉风要做什么呢？
He had something nobody else had, didn't he?
他有一些东西是没有任何人有的，
They obeyed him.
风浪都听从了他。
You only obey those you recognize have the authority.
你只会听从那个你知道有权柄的，
Nobody obeys an inferior.
没有人会听从下属的人。
Those winds obeyed,
那些风都听从了，
and those waters obeyed.
那水也听从了。
And little by little he established in the minds of the people he was more than a man.
渐渐的，他就在人们的心中建立起一个事实，就是他不只是一个人。
And little by little, he established in the minds of those people not only more than a man, he was God in flesh.
渐渐的，他就在人们心中建立了事实，就是他不只是人，而且他是神成为肉身。
Other being could do.
因为他所做的事情是其他任何人都做不到的。
And he proved who he was.
而且他证明了自己是
And he
谁。
wanted to do that before he gave his life for our salvation.
他舍命使我们得救之前，他要做这样的事
So
情。
we would know that our salvation, our eternal destiny, our heaven or hell is not in the hands of some other man like we are.
好让我们知道我们的救恩、我们的永恒，还有天堂或者是地狱，不是在一个像我们这样子的人的手中，
But it's in the hands of this wonderful Jesus that became our Savior.
而是在这位奇妙的耶稣，就是在这位来要做我们救主的手中。
And in this case, he showed that he cared and he could.
在这情况下，他显明了他关心我们，而且他能够。
That he cares for us and can do things for us.
他关心我们，而且他能够为我们做事情。
And since that time,
从那个时候开始，
I've seen many wonderful miracles.
我看过很多奇妙的神迹。
And believe it or not,
不管你相不相信，
there was a day he gave me to move a mountain.
有一天神就使我能
And
够
I'll
移
tell you
山了。
about it.
这个我会跟你们说。
We had a missionary with us
我们有一位宣教士跟我们在一起，
whose wife was very, very troubled mentally
他的太太在心智上就是说精神上有很大的问
for
题，
many years.
有很多年了。
She was a daughter of a fine minister.
她是一位很好牧师的女
She
儿，
grew up in Christianity.
是在基督教里面长大的。
But this thing had come upon her.
但是这样东
And
西
it got
就
worse,
临到了
worse,
她，情况
worse.
越来越糟，越来越糟。
Her children said, Daddy, Mommy's going crazy.
她的孩子都说：“爸爸妈妈要疯掉了。
She going terrible rages. ”
她会很糟糕的，就是大发
He
脾
took her
气
to。every doctor, every psychiatrist.
这位做先生的就把太太去找每一个医生，找每一个
He took her
精
to
神
people
病
that
的。
to work in, like Benny Hinn, work in miracles.
他也把他太太带到那些有行神迹能力的牧
Nothing
者那
ever
边，
happened.
没有任何事情发
And he
生。
was thinking seriously of putting her into an institution. So I can't live with this.
那个先生就真的很认真的想说要把太太送到疯人院去。他说，因为没有办法继续的这样生活下去。
And we were in a little meeting about this size, this little meeting there at my home.
那时候在我们家有一个聚会，差不多就像我们在场聚
And I
会
was
这样的
playing the
人数一样。
accordion, and we were singing the song, This Mountain Shall Be Removed.
我在拉手风琴，然后我们唱一首歌说，这座山必要被挪开。
The verse of scripture in Zechariah 4:6.
那是在撒迦利亚书4章6节的经文。
Not by might nor by power,
不是依靠
But by my
势力
spirit, saith，
不是
the Lord
依靠才能，乃是依靠我的灵。耶和华如此说。
this mountain shall be removed.
这座山必要被挪开
And。we were singing this,
我们在唱这首歌，
and her husband was there. She was not.
那位做先生的在，太太不在。
And suddenly, while we were singing, I saw a vision.
忽然之间，当我唱的时候，我看到一个异
It was
象，
a big, high, very steep mountain.
有一座很大、很高又很
But
陡
it
的
was
山，
big.
那山很大。
And I looked at it, and there was a path that went right up to it, and just like a solid wall, in this big mountain.
那有一条路就能够直接到那个山的下面，然后就像那个山就像一面很坚固的墙一样，非常的
And
大。
I heard this voice say,
我听到这个声音说
See this mountain?
你看到这座山了吗？
It's too wide to go around.
这座山太宽了，你没有办法绕
It's
着
too
走。
high to go over.
这山也太高了，你没有办法
But
越过去。
speak to that mountain.
但是你对这座山说话
Command，it to be pulled up by its roots and thrown into the sea.
你命令这座山连根拔起，丢到海里去。
And when that word came, I knew it was referred to this missionary's wife.
当这话临到的时候，我知道指的是那位宣教士的太太。
And I wasn't going to say anything,
我什么都不要说，
because I knew if I spoke that he would know what it was.
因为我知道如果我讲了，那位宣教士就会知道是怎么回事。
I said, no, that's too much for me. That's too big for me.
我说不，主这个
I've
对我
had
来
my
讲太
experience
大，
moving mountains. That's enough.
我有过过去移山的经验，这个已经够了。
But the word came again.
但是这话语又临到我，
See this mountain?
看 看见这座山吗？
It's too wide to go around.
太宽了，没有
It's
办法
too
绕过
high
去；
to go over.
太高了，越不过。
Speak to it.
对他说话，
Tell it to be removed by its roots and cast into the sea.
告诉他要连根拔起，丢到海里。
All right. So
好吧
I did.
所以我就照做了。
Service ended.
聚会结束，
He came up to me.
这位宣教士来找我
He，said, I heard you speak to the mountain.
他说我听到你对山说话。
You do?
是的，
I said, yeah. I said, you know what?
你知道吗？他
What?
什么？
He said, that's my wife.
他说那就是我太太。
I said, well, let's see.
我说好，我们看。
The next morning,
第二天早上，
she was walking down the street about 10 o'clock in the morning,
他差不多早上10点钟走在
right in the middle of the city.
街上，这位做太太差不多就在市
And
中
she
心
said,
当中。
it was like a great, big, black mountain pulled out of me and just went away.
他说就好像有一座黑的很大的山从我的里面给拉出来，就消失了。
And she said, she went down the street singing and happy and praising God.
他就走在街上，在那边很高兴，又唱歌又赞美神，
She was rejoicing,
他很欢喜。
and it was gone.
那个东西那是神来的，
Couple times it tried to come back,
那个东西就消失了。是有几次东西试着要再
wouldn't
回来，
receive it,
他不接受。
and to this day it's gone.
到今天那个东西都没有再回来，
So we can move mountains,
所以我们能够移山，
but different kind of mountain.
但是是不同种的山，
Because you see, He controls all nature also.
因为他掌管
He is
大自然的一
God.
切，他是
He
神，
has all power
他有所有的能力，
over heaven and earth.
能够胜过地狱
And
还
He
有
gave us
世
His
界，
name to work with.
而且他把他的名给我们了，使我们能够做
And
工。
He gives us His name to be. He calls us His children.
他让我们有他的名字，他称我们为他的孩子。
Because when we're born into kingdom, we're born into Christ.
因为当我们重生进到了他的国里面，进到了基
Then He
督
comes
的
and
里
lives in
面，
us too.
那么他就来住在我们的里面，
By His wonderful Spirit.
靠着他奇妙的圣灵。
And so our salvation is very, very strong.
所以我们的救恩是非常非常强
It's
的，
very sure.
是非常有把
There's
握
no
的，
doubts in it.
在当中没有怀疑，
Because it's in His hands.
因为是在他的手中，
And He is stronger than death.
他强过死亡。
Why, more than once He told death to get out of there and Lazarus to come back and the widow's son to come back and the Jairus' daughter to come back. And they did.
不止一次，他告诉死亡离开，像拉萨路，还有寡妇的儿子，还有雅鲁的女儿，
He's
他们都
so
回来
big
了。
and so strong.
他是这么的大，这么的强壮，
And so because of that,
因为这样子，
it's of God.
他是神。
It's not just another religion.
这不只是另外一个宗教而已，
It's not just another form of worship.
这不是另外一种敬拜的形式，
It's finding the real, true God that made us and our world.
而是找到这位真正的神，是造我们的，还有造这世界的神。
That God so loved the world that He
这位
gave His
神。
only begotten Son.
这么的爱世人，以至于他将他的独生子舍了。
And whosoever believeth in Him
凡信他的，
shall not perish,
就不至灭亡，
but have everlasting life.
反得永生。
Lord Jesus,
主耶稣，
I thank God for you.
我为你感谢神，
I thank the Father for sending you.
我感谢父差遣
I
你来，
thank you that you are the real and true and only God.
我感谢你，你是真的，是真实的，唯
And
一
that
的
we are
神。
strong in you.
我们在你里面得以刚强，
And our salvation is strong and sure.
我们的救恩是刚强的，是确
We
定
don't have
的。
to be filled with questions and doubts and fears.
我们不必充满了怀疑、惧怕、问题。
Death need have no fear for us,
我们不必害怕死亡，
nor anything else,
不必害怕任何的东西，
nor any storm of life.
生命中任何的暴风，
Because when you are in our hearts,
我们都不必怕，因为你在我们的心中。
even if it seems like you're asleep,
其实好像你睡着了，
when the storm arises,
当暴风起来的时候，
we can run to you,
我们能够跑到你的面前，
cry out,
跟你呼求，
and say, "Come and help me.
说求你来帮助我，
Come and still my storm.
求你来平静我的风
Don't
浪，
let me perish here.
不要让我就在这里灭亡，
Don't let the storm overcome me."
不要让这暴风雨胜过我，帮助我，
And you'll help me just like you help them.
你会帮助我，就像你帮
And
助
you'll
他们
speak
一
to
样
my，storm.
你会对我的暴风雨说话，
and it'll all quiet down.
一切会安静下来。
I thank you
我感谢你，
for you.
为了你，
I thank you that you were willing to come to this earth
我感谢你愿意来到这世界，
to live our life,
过我们的生活，
to love us so much,
这么爱我们，
to overlook so much of our evil
这么不看我们的邪恶，
and forgive us
而且赦免我们，
and receive us unto yourself
接纳我们到你自己的那里，
as sons and daughters of your love.
成为你爱的儿女。
That whosoever believeth in you
凡相信你的，
would not perish.
就不至灭亡。
No, the storms won't take that one down.
暴风雨不会使那个人沉默
The， storms won't kill that one.
暴风雨不会使那个人
The
丧
waters
命，
won't drown that one
水不会让那个人溺毙，
because Jesus is in his boat.
因为耶稣在他的船
Jesus is
上，
in his life.
耶稣在他的生命
He
里，
has someone to save him.
有一位可以救他
And
的。
I thank you so much.
我非常感谢你，
Lord, I thank you with all my heart.
主，我全心感谢你，
I love you with all my heart
我全心爱你，
because you have loved me so much.
因为你这么爱我。
And that's why we sing and rejoice.
这就是为什么我们能够歌唱
And Father,
欢喜。
tonight, if anyone has doubts or fears,
父，今天晚上，如果任何人有怀疑或是惧怕，
storms of life,
生命中有了暴风，
or the fears that come at us
或
through
是有
life,
惧怕因着生活临到
or
我
even the
们，
fear of death,
甚至对死亡的恐惧，
but you are stronger than death.
但是你强过死亡。
And as David said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil,
如大卫所说，我虽行过死荫的幽谷，也不怕遭害，
because you're in my boat.
因为你在我的船
I'm
上，
not alone
我不是孤单的，
and never will be.
我永远不会孤单。
So thank you, Lord,
所以主，感
for
谢
coming
你，
to this earth.
谢谢你来到这世上，
Thank you for loving us so much.
谢谢你这么爱我们，
Thank you for dying in my place.
谢谢你代替我死，
Thank you for shedding your blood that washes away my sins.
谢谢你流了血洗净我的罪，
I thank you very much.
我非常感谢你。
God is good.
神真美好，
God is so good.
神真美好
He，sent his son
他差遣他的儿子来拯救。
God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to